Hello, everyone. Ryan Seacrest has finally revealed the truth about Keith Urban's big announcement, and the news has left fans across the entertainment world absolutely stunned, emotional, and buzzing with excitement and disbelief all at once. For years, these two have shared more than just a working relationship through American Idol. They've shared mutual respect, friendship, and a front row seat to each other's personal and professional highs and lows. But now, Ryan's confession about what Keith has been secretly preparing for months has everyone talking. Because this announcement isn't just about music, fame, or television. It's about transformation, legacy, and the bittersweet realization that even the brightest stars face crossroads where everything changes. According to Ryan, Keith Urban's big news isn't a simple career update. It's something that could redefine his life, his relationship with Nicole Kidman, and his entire future in the industry. For years, Keith Urban has been known as the heart and soul of modern country music, a man whose songs like Blue Ain't Your Color, Somebody Like You, and The Fighter blended heartfelt lyrics with genre-defying energy. His charm, humility, and sincerity have made him one of the few country artists to cross seamlessly into pop culture while keeping his authenticity intact. But what Ryan revealed recently on his radio show and later in a candid interview caught everyone by surprise, because he hinted that Keith's latest move isn't just a new chapter in his career, but a possible farewell to the stage as we know it. Ryan began by sharing that he had recently visited Keith and Nicole in Nashville and was deeply moved by what Keith confided in him. According to Ryan, Keith has been quietly battling with the emotional toll of life on the road, the sleepless nights, the endless travel, the pressure to stay relevant in an industry that's constantly changing. Keith told me something that stuck with me, Ryan explained. He said, "Ryan, I've given my life to this. I've given my voice, my time, my years. But now I want to give something back to the people I love." That single sentence sent shockwaves through fans, sparking rumors that Keith Urban might be preparing to step away from touring or even retire altogether. While Keith has not officially confirmed a retirement, Ryan's comment suggested that the superstar is indeed preparing for a major life shift. Sources close to the couple say that Keith and Nicole have been spending more time together in Australia, reconnecting with family and focusing on what truly matters beyond fame. Ryan also hinted that Keith's upcoming announcement, expected to be made public soon, will center on a deeply personal project, one that fuses his love for music with his desire to create change. Some speculate that it could be a documentary, memoir, or even a music foundation aimed at supporting young artists struggling with addiction and mental health, causes Keith has spoken about with raw honesty over the years. Fans know that Keith Urban's journey hasn't been easy. Long before his marriage to Nicole Kidman and his superstardom, he faced battles with addiction that nearly derailed his career. He's been open about how close he came to losing everything: his health, his relationships, and his dreams, before choosing to get help. Nicole Kidman famously staged an intervention in 2006, shortly after their marriage, helping Keith enter rehab for what would become a turning point in his life. Since then, Keith has not only maintained his sobriety, but used his story to inspire millions who struggle with similar demons. So, if Ryan's hints are accurate, it's no surprise that Keith's next chapter might revolve around using his experience to give back and guide others toward healing. But there's more to the story, because Ryan also dropped a detail that has left fans emotional. During their conversation, Keith reportedly revealed that he's been quietly working on what might be his final studio album, an album that will serve as a love letter to the people who shaped his life, from his fans to his family to his musical heroes. Ryan said, He looked me in the eye and said, "If this is the last time I sing into a microphone for the world, I want every note to mean something." The thought of Keith Urban stepping back from recording has hit fans hard, especially considering how much his music has meant to generations. For decades, his voice has soundtracked love stories, heartbreaks, road trips, and moments of redemption. And to think that this might be his last full-scale project feels like the end of an era. Yet, as Ryan pointed out, this isn't a story of sadness. It's one of gratitude walking away in bitterness or exhaustion. He's choosing to evolve, to make space for peace and purpose. Adding even more intrigue, Ryan also mentioned that Keith's announcement will coincide with a televised special event, something beautifully intimate, that will reportedly feature live performances, candid interviews, and unseen footage from Keith's early days in Australia, all the way to his rise as one of Nashville's biggest stars. Rumors suggest that the special will also include appearances from Nicole Kidman, Dolly Parton, and even Carrie Underwood, with whom Keith shares a long-standing musical friendship. If true, this could be one of the most emotional televised moments in country music history. Not just a celebration of a career, but a farewell to the relentless pace of stardom that Keith has gracefully maintained for over 3 decades. Still, not everyone believes this means the end of Keith's performing career. Some close to the singer suggest that he's not retiring from music, only from the exhausting cycles of touring and public life. "He'll always write and sing," one insider told Ryan, "but he wants to do it on his own terms, without the pressure of constant performance." For Keith Urban, who's been touring almost nonstop since the 1990s, that decision makes perfect sense. Even his wife Nicole has spoken in past interviews about how difficult it's been to maintain family balance when Keith is constantly on the road. With their daughters now growing up, both Keith and Nicole have expressed a desire to spend more time together as a family, away from the spotlight. Ryan Seacrest's revelation also carried an emotional undertone, as he described how inspired he was by Keith's courage to prioritize peace over pressure. "In this business," Ryan said, "people think success means never stopping. But Keith reminded me that sometimes success means knowing when to pause." Those words struck a chord with millions who've watched both men navigate fame with humility and grace. Ryan, who has himself faced burnout after decades of nonstop television and radio hosting, seemed genuinely moved by Keith's perspective. He called it a wake-up call for anyone who thinks constant work equals happiness. As for Keith, he hasn't made any public statements beyond a cryptic Instagram post showing him in a recording studio with the caption, "New Season." Same soul, that alone sent fans into overdrive. Thousands of comments flooding in with messages like, "We love you, Keith," and "Thank you for everything you've given us." It's clear that whatever his next chapter holds, Keith Urban's legacy is already secure. He's not just a country superstar. He's a symbol of perseverance, authenticity, and grace. Ryan Seacrest's revelation has only deepened the respect fans have for Keith, painting a picture of a man who's not running from fame, but stepping toward fulfillment. And in an age where so many chase more money, more fame, more attention, Keith's willingness to slow down and reconnect with what matters most is being hailed as an act of strength, not surrender. As Ryan put it, Keith's story isn't ending. It's just turning the page. And if you know him, you know the next chapter will be even more beautiful than the last. Whether Keith Urban is retiring, reinventing, or simply redefining what it means to live as an artist, one thing is certain: his journey has touched hearts across the globe, and his decision, whatever it is, reminds us all that sometimes the most powerful thing a person can do is stop chasing the noise and start listening to their soul. And that's exactly what Keith Urban seems to be doing. in his own humble, heartfelt, and unforgettable way. Thanks for watching.